Disclaimer. This glitch, just like the last, exploits the game's autosave feature. Messing with this feature incorrectly could potentially damage your save file. Ensure that you listen to the instructions carefully. Yo, what's up guys, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm bringing you guys an alternate method, an improved method to the last duplication glitch I touched on in the other video that I uploaded not too long ago. If you haven't checked that out, it might explain this method in a little bit more detail and it goes into how it works. If you saw the disclaimer at the start of the video, that's basically because this does manipulate the autosave as you would have seen in that last video. And yes, it's been reported that if you screw this up, it could literally corrupt all of your data and ruin your game. But if you do it correctly the way I tell you, you shouldn't be at risk of that at all. I have not had anyone report to me that this has happened yet. I just heard that it could happen. So again, take it with a grain of salt, and if you perform this exploit, it is at your own risk. Now to perform this glitch, you're going to need two people, just like the last one, and the first person is going to have to open up their island and let you in. As you can see in my inventory, I have 17 stacks of 10 Nook Miles tickets, and I have 2 Nova Lights and then a gold katana. Now I've chosen these items a little bit specifically so that you guys can see when it works. Thankfully, my brother was kind enough to host this glitch for me and open up his island, so he just sent me a code and I am currently on my way there now as the visitor. Now the visitor is the one that has to do all the work, just like the last glitch, but now this time they have to do a lot less. They just need to be focused. The host is the one that can AFK as long as the switch doesn't go to sleep or turn off. He can leave it there, or he or she can leave the switch there. They can go off and enjoy their day and leave their island open, and the visitor can infinitely duplicate because the host does not need to pick up the items. Now while we're flying in and getting ready to start off the glitch, I just want to point out a couple things that people might ask me about. Now first off, the reason this glitch is so much faster is because it is a 2-minute method as opposed to the last one, which took about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how everything went. So this is significantly faster to do each duplication, which means you can just keep coming back while your friend is AFK or doing their own thing, as long as they're not going into buildings, opening menus, just doing stuff that could disrupt autosaves. As long as they're not doing anything like that, you can do this over and over and over again and infinitely duplicate whatever you want way quicker than you used to be able to. So first off, I want to touch on a couple things. The first thing is this glitch works with everything in the game except live bugs and fish. That does mean it does work on trees, does work on flowers, works on any item you can drop on the ground. So don't leave comments down below asking about that, because there you go, it works with everything except live bugs and fish. Second, no, this does not currently work with local play. I have even tested it. It doesn't work with local play, so you have to play online. So if you don't have a membership, you sadly will most likely not be able to do this glitch. Thirdly, the most efficient way to perform the disconnect is to press the sleep button on top of your switch. Do not hold the button. I can't stress this enough. Do not hold the button when you need to do the disconnect. Press the button. If you hold it, you could damage your save file. This is where the problem arises. If you hold it, it puts the switch, like it turns it off completely. It doesn't put it to sleep. It completely shuts down your switch, which can harm your device. Now at the end of the video, I will go over the steps again in more detail, and I will list a bunch of reasons things might not work out for you, because I know people will ask me over and over, why isn't it working? I will give reasons as to why it might not work, so make sure you stay until the end. Alright, now I'm recording a voiceover while I play the gameplay in the background, but basically the glitch starts the split second you exit that airport door. So that split second you exit the airport is when the glitch starts taking place, and this is when you need to start paying attention. So after you've flown to the host's island with the items in your inventory that you are intending to duplicate, you get to the island, you open your inventory, and you immediately need to drop the items on the floor. Now this method does not require the host to pick up the items. They can just stand there. All you need to do is drop the items on the floor. Now the time you step out of that airport, you have approximately 2 minutes and 15 seconds until the autosave, so you need to make sure that the items you want to duplicate are dropped on the floor by that point. Now as the visitor, obviously, as soon as you see that autosave, which should be roughly around the 2 minutes and 15 second mark, you need to disconnect. Now you need to be insanely fast when you disconnect, so going into airplane mode isn't quick enough and most likely will not work. You either need to press the power button on the top once, again do not hold it, or you can remove the switch from the dock. Whichever one you're comfortable with, they both work. Now once you've put it to sleep or removed it from the dock, that is it. You don't need to stress anymore and you don't want to rush back into the game. So leave it for a couple seconds before turning it back on, loading back in the game, and it should come up with a disconnect message. Now if everything was performed perfectly and correctly, when you arrive back in your island, you will still have the items that you dropped on the floor, and at the host's island, they will have the items on the floor still, and the items will have duplicated. Now the best part is that the gates will still be open and you can fly straight back to their island with no hassle, and the items will be on the ground there if it's successfully worked, and you can simply just do the glitch over and over and over and over again. Now this part is important. If the visitor during the exploit has the items but the host does not, then you were too quick to disconnect. If the items are on the host's island, but you do not have them in your inventory, then you are too slow to disconnect. So you need to be lightning fast, but you can't be too insanely fast. There is a sweet spot when the loading symbol comes up in the top right corner. It needs to do an entire loop just about, and that's when you put the switch to sleep. Now I'm going to fly back and show you that it worked. There we are, and as you can see, all the items have duplicated. We've got all 17 stacks of Nook Mile tickets right here. There you go, and you can see they are stacks of 10. And then I've also got the Nova Light, the other Nova Light, and the Katana. The very specific items I chose to duplicate just for this video. Now I just wanted to touch on a couple tips for you guys. I highly recommend using a stopwatch or a timer of some sort. I like to use the timer on my phone, on the clock app, and then as soon as I step out of that airport, I click start on it and I watch the timer as it goes up, and just as it hits the 2-minute mark or 2 minutes 10 seconds mark, that's when I get ready to be fully focused on that top right corner. Also, if you plan to do this with plants or trees, it basically works the same, but instead of dropping them on the floor, obviously you plant them. And when you've performed the glitch and you're back at your island, they should still be in your inventory, and when you come back to their island, the plants should still be there, planted in the ground where you planted them. And that's just about it, guys. I don't really have much more to say about this glitch, but real quick, I want to plug the community Discord. You can find a link to that in the description of this video. In there, I have a couple channels set up specifically for these glitches where I go over all the new things I find, the quicker methods, that sort of thing. I will also have written steps down there and an area where you guys can ask questions and I will help you out, alongside a heap of other people in the Discord that know what they're doing as well. They're all there to help you also, and it's a great community, and we're about to hit 200 members on there, and I really appreciate all those that are already in there and those that will join after seeing this in this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you there. Come say hi, I'll be sure to respond. Also, I'll be duplicating and giving away a bunch of things such as the star fragment trees on my Twitch at twitch.tv/itsidicus. I'm definitely going to start streaming when I get a lot of this university work out of the way and I have some more time, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys there. But yeah, until then, here are the written steps. I'll put them on screen right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care, and I'll catch you later. Peace.